Welcome to Technicolor Tales, Russell's Robots and AI Stories. Step into a realm where creativity meets technology. El Toro Derby Day. In the bustling town of Circuitville, where robots and humans lived side by side in chaotic harmony, Rex, the robot cowboy, was gearing up for his big day. Today was the day he would show the world, or at least Circuitville, what true cowboy grit looked like. The only problem? Rex had a terrible sense of direction. Rex had spent the last few weeks preparing for the rodeo's main event, bull riding. He'd even managed to convince the most ornery bull in town, El Toro, to let him saddle up. El Toro wasn't thrilled about this arrangement, but he figured if he played along, there'd be a heap of fresh hay waiting for him afterward. Dressed in his oversized hat and worn-out duster, Rex mounted El Toro, who snorted with barely concealed disdain. "Don't worry, partner," Rex reassured him in his static-laced voice. "We're gonna show them how it's done." And show them he did, just not in the way he'd planned. You see, Rex had programmed his GPS wrong, and instead of heading to the rodeo arena, he rode El Toro straight into the middle of the Circuitville Derby, the biggest horse race of the year. As Rex and El Toro clattered onto the track, the horses primed and ready to bolt froze in confusion. Their riders, decked out in brightly colored silks, stared in disbelief as a robot on a bull trotted to the starting line. Rex, blissfully unaware of the mistake, thought this was the most enthusiastic rodeo crowd he'd ever seen. "Looks like we've got ourselves a full house, El Toro. Let's give 'em a show." The race began, and the horses took off in a blur of speed. Meanwhile, Rex, gripping the reins with both hands, hollered at El Toro, "Yeehaw! Hold on tight, big fella!" But instead of charging forward, El Toro decided this was his moment to show everyone what he was made of, rodeo style. With a powerful buck, El Toro sent Rex flying into the air, spinning like a helicopter blade before landing back on the bull's back with a metallic clank. The crowd, expecting a high-speed horse race, got an impromptu rodeo performance instead. As El Toro continued his wild, bucking dance down the track, the horses, not wanting to be outdone, galloped alongside, trying to avoid the bull's flying hooves. The crowd was in stitches, half cheering for the racers, half shouting encouragement to the unexpected rodeo stars. Rex, now fully aware that something wasn't quite right, tried to regain control. "Easy, El Toro. This ain't the bull riding round. We're supposed to be..." Oh. It finally dawned on Rex that they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. But in true Rex fashion, he decided to roll with it. "Guess we're just adding some spice to the race. Hang on, buddy." Despite El Toro's best attempts to launch Rex into the stratosphere, they somehow made it to the finish line, albeit in a series of hops, jumps, and wild spins. The horses, a little worse for wear but still on track, galloped in behind them, their riders shaking their heads in disbelief. When Rex and El Toro finally came to a stop, the crowd erupted in cheers and applause, not for the fastest time, but for the most entertaining race they'd ever witnessed. Rex tipped his oversized hat, a little dented now, and waved to the crowd. "Just another day in the life of a cowboy," he declared with a wink, or at least a flicker of his digital eye. El Toro, calm at last, looked back at Rex with a snort, as if to say, "I signed up for a rodeo, not a comedy act." From that day on, Rex and El Toro were known not just as Circuitville's oddest duo, but as the most unexpected, hilarious addition to any event, rodeo or race. And Rex? Well, he made sure to update his GPS software. Eventually. Thanks for watching today's Technicolor tale. Check out our shop in the link below and follow us on Instagram for more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next story.